Welcome to day 5 of the Gratitude Explosion. Wow, what a week this has already been as we become more and more present to our experience, to our bodies, to all of the parts of ourselves. So today we're going to step even deeper into being present, being present to the web of life. Now, this can seem a little difficult sometimes because sometimes planet Earth can feel like the loneliest place in the universe. We can walk around as if the weight of the world is on our shoulders and that feeling like we must do it all alone. And then there's days where we wake up and the sun seems to be shining for us. We connect with dear friends and loved ones and we know that we're not alone. Now, I always think about Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "In a real sense, all life is interrelated. All men and women are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality. Tied in a single garment of destiny, whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. And you can never be what you ought to be until I am what I ought to be. This is the interrelated structure of reality." And whether we're looking at quantum physics or spirituality, we'll find that we're all deeply interconnected in this web of life. We're never truly alone. So today I'll invite us to become more and more present to that web of life that's holding us all, that's creating a space where we're never truly alone. The more we notice this, the easier it is for our brain to be creative, to be open, to solve problems, and for ultimately us to be in a profound state of gratitude. It's a pretty good place to be, don't you think? So I'd like to teach you an exercise that you'll want to come back to over and over. It's one of the first things I teach my clients, and I've been teaching variations of this for years. If you worked with me before, you may have heard me call this exercise a self-expansion. And we're going to go through a couple steps just to allow you to step more and more into that connection with life that's all around you. We're going to begin, as we have begun so many of our exercises already, arriving in this moment. So just allow yourself to become comfortable. Set aside anything you might be doing right now, just to be present in this moment. Make yourself comfortable, whether that's sitting down or laying back to do this exercise. Go ahead and do that now. And just breathe, allowing yourself to be present in this moment, noticing all the sensations that you're feeling in your body, as well as any thoughts and emotions that may arrive as well. And for each one of those that arrives, you can choose to touch them, just a gentle touch of compassion and gentleness. Notice your breathing in and out. And as you do that, allow yourself to fill your entire body with your breath. Imagine that you can fill all the way, as if you're a balloon and you're filling all the way up to the top of your head, all the way out to the tips of your fingers and down to the bottoms of your toes. With your breath, just expanding your awareness out into your entire body. And then allowing yourself to imagine that you're surrounded by a circle that's filled with all of the people and the conditions that make life available to us in this moment. You might begin to notice first your parents and your grandparents, all of those people that without them you would not be on this planet. You can notice friends and extended family, those people that you feel connected to. You can notice all of the people who make your life possible, even if you don't notice them. The people who grow your food, who make your clothes, who generate the electricity that is running our lives. And once you have as many of those people that you're imagining in the circle around you as you choose, allow yourself simply to breathe out. So before we were breathing fully into your body, now breathe out. Expanding your consciousness and your breath out into that larger circle, which simply means to imagine that you could fill up that whole circle and touch each and every one of them all at once. Imagine your breath and your consciousness along with it, filling out that entire circle and touching each and every one of those people. Nice. And now you can begin to imagine there's a circle surrounding that circle. And this is the circle that I call the ancestor circle. It's the circle of all of those that came before to make our lives possible. The poets, the prophets, the pioneers, the heroes and the heroines, as well as those unsung folks who made life possible. I always include in my circle people like Martin Luther King Jr., Maya Angelou, Harvey Milk, as well as the great spiritual teachers like Rumi, Hafiz, Jesus, Buddha, Allah. Whoever it is for you, simply allow them to fill that circle. And just as you have done before, when you're ready, allow yourself to breathe out even one step further into that entire circle, breathing out your consciousness and breath and feeling your connection to that wider circle of life that precedes you. You may even feel yourself dropping deeper down, feeling more grounded and connected as you do this. Things may feel like they slow down. Just in this moment of peacefulness as you breathe out your consciousness into these widening and widening circles of awareness. And finally, allowing yourself to notice another circle that surrounds even the last circle. This circle that connects us all, whether you call it God, Spirit, Allah, universe, quantum energy. Noticing that there's something bigger than all of us that holds us all connected. Allow yourself to breathe out into that outer circle, touching this whatever thing you call this bigger consciousness, filling the circle with your breath and your consciousness, feeling your connection to something bigger than you. Nice. Now, once you've noticed this connection, you can access it at any time by simply choosing to be present to it. So allow yourself a simple word, a color, or a symbol that will allow you to bring your presence back to the state at any time you choose. You don't have to make it up. You probably will have it just simply pop to your head. And know this is a way that you can quickly return to this place anytime you like. Nice work. As we begin to become more and more connected to the present, at all of the layers of the present that are going on right now, it becomes easier and easier to make gratitude our natural state of being, to touch into that part of us that's in flow with life and has so much to be thankful for. So excited to be here with you. Please keep posting your questions, your comments, and your photos to our Facebook group. It is such a privilege to be leading you through this gratitude explosion. Have a wonderful day.